The world is not gonna hand you what you want, said a friend of mine when I was at my lowest. So instead of comforting me, he chose to hit me with a wake-up call. It did hit me though, but it didn't break me. Otherwise, it pushed me to work so hard to chase the opportunities instead of just waiting for them. But no matter how much I did, the phrase, "I'm doing so much but it's still not enough," always found me like a river finding its way to the oceans. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nafisah Hasan, and for as long as I can remember, I've always been a dreamer. Unlike many who ask a question like, "What am I supposed to do with my life?" I thought I had mine figured out. That's being the reason why I pushed myself beyond limits, sacrificed rest, and chased deep dreams that I really wanted. But it's still, the feeling of not being enough lingered. People applauded my achievement, praised me for striving, yet here I am struggling to celebrate them, to even congratulate myself, because deep down I know it's far from enough. I was never enough for my own self. This word doesn't simply hand us success, we must earn it. And in that process, I convinced myself that exhaustion was the price of ambition, that my achievement is not something to be proud, but merely as a requirement I had to fulfill. But then again, I wondered, if the world already treats us harsh, why am I treating myself not even better? I kept questioning it until I came across Grossman's 2022 studies. It revealed that as high as 82% of individuals will experience the same feeling like mine, feeling pressure to prove themselves again and again after achieving something, especially for a high achiever in demanding environment. They struggle to take ownership of their own success, and nowadays being called as imposter syndromes. And you know what? Even the most accomplished individuals in the world, Neil Armstrong, Albert Einstein, Kamala Harris, Tom Hanks, and then Jennifer Lopez, and you name it, have admitted feeling like impostor. So it is not a personal weakness, it's a shared human experience. Many of us struggles in silence, convinced that we are the only ones battling with self-doubt, with impostor things. But if you've ever felt like this, if you feel like we are on the same page, let me tell you this, you are not alone. And the other truth is, we have to name it before we tame it, man. A study by Arleo et al. 2021 found that acknowledge the feeling is the very first step to overcoming it. I know, it's easy to dismiss our struggle, to push through without confronting what's really happening, but ignoring them doesn't make them disappear. So if we are going to face this, let's at least be honest about what it is. We are experiencing imposter syndrome, self-doubt, and also burnout at the same time. But I also get it, just naming it and just acknowledge the problem doesn't make them go away. So here's the strategy that helped me to move forward. And please, don't get me wrong, I'm not a psychologist, not even close. I don't have a credential to offer professional advice, but I'm speaking as someone who has been through this. And this is our shared challenge. And here's how we move forward. First, redefining rest as a strategy, not a setback. So we need to stop pushing our feelings aside because ignoring the struggles didn't make them disappear. Instead, they will build up until they become too overwhelming to ignore. We need to understand that rest is not a waste of time. It is not something that will hold us back. Shift our mindset that rest is a strategy that allows us to work more efficiently right after, which is called restorative productivity, balancing ambition with your self-compassion. Number 2 is shifting from working hard to working smart. Success isn't about just pushing harder, man. It's about pushing in the right directions. So stop glorifying exhaustion as a badge of honor. We are not a robot, man. We are a human, allowed and also possible to feel tired. So it is not about doing more because it will simply make us drain as quick. It is about doing what matters most. Third, practicing gratitude and self-recognition. Yeah, this act has been famous, I believe. Write down every achievement, big or small. Keep it somewhere visible. And when self-doubt creeps in, look at it and remind yourself how far we've become. 4 is be kind to yourself. We often talk about justice in terms of fairness to the others, but can we please be fair to ourselves too? Because if we wouldn't expect a friend to run on empty, why do we demand it from ourselves? If we celebrate others' success, why do we have to downplay our own? The world may not hand us what we want, I know it, but that doesn't mean we have to break ourselves while trying to earn it. Believe me, man, success and self-worth can coexist in line. And today, we will start choosing both. And lastly and most important, we are already who we meant to be. And that is in self is more than enough. I'm Nafisah Hasan, and I'm closing my speech.